Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Monday morning here in Michigan, and it's time for our Monday morning pastor. I usually like to do these when I'm walking out with the dog or something like that, but here's the deal. It is negative 2 degrees in Michigan today. So you get in the car view. This is what you get today. I just finished a school drop-off routine and wanted to jump on here and to share a thought about the Monday morning pastor. Today I was thinking about what to share, and it just dawned on me. Last night we had the perfect object lesson with the Super Bowl. You see, back in 2009, the Detroit Lions drafted Matthew Stafford, #1 overall pick, with the hopes that he would lead them to the Super Bowl. And that's what Matt wanted too, right? Like Matthew Stafford came into the NFL, I assure you, wanting to win a Super Bowl in his first couple of years. And I bet he thought he had it with the team around him and Calvin Johnson and all the players, and I bet he thought he was going to be able to accomplish that. But after over a decade of effort, it just wasn't formalizing for him. And then, now eventually he's matured into the leader that he is and the person that he is. And now we saw last night that he led his team to the comeback win over the Cincinnati Bengals. And I was thinking about that, and particularly how it relates to ministry. Because I see that almost exact same thing happen in ministry so many times. I see young men and women, feeling called into ministry and getting into ministry. And they come into ministry with ambition. I mean, they want to change the world. They want to have impact. They want to win at what they're doing. And they think maybe in a year or two, I'm going to change my city. I'm going to change my town, And what happens is after a year or two, it's still hard. And you feel like you're not winning. And they feel like, am I doing something wrong? And they panic. And unfortunately, I see a lot of people leave ministry at this point. Can I just say this? There's an old adage. It says, don't overestimate what you can accomplish in a short amount of time, but also don't underestimate what you can accomplish in ministry over a long period of time. Ministry is a long game career. There is almost no immediate feedback in ministry. I've always said that ministry is one of the toughest jobs in the world because there's no immediate quantifier with how you're doing. In ministry, you could day to day feel like you could feel like you're crushing it, but actually be failing in the long term. Or day to day, you could feel like you're failing, but you could actually be crushing it in the long term. You never know the impact you're having until you see the fruit from your discipleship and ministry. Can I say this? As someone who's been in ministry for 20 years now, over 20 years, one of the greatest joys I have is seeing the fruit of God's work through me. Like I did youth ministry for my first 8 years, and seeing those kids in the youth group, particularly those kids who were knuckleheads, right? And thinking they're not listening, they're not gaining anything, what am I doing? And now, many years later, seeing these young men and women being upstanding men and women, being great husbands and wives, being fathers and mothers, and still being children of God. And I realized, man, that impact I have I changed a life, and that was worth it. So here's the thing. If you're in ministry today, I know you're might be tempted to think about some kind of attendance number or some kind of giving number or some kind of like prestige or clout or something like that. But here's the truth. Just plant good seeds, tend your flock well, and shepherd them well. And in the long term, you will see the harvest. You will see the fruits of your effort. But it doesn't happen immediately. It happened for Stafford after about over a decade, and maybe it might happen for us too if we just were faithful and put that time in. That's all I got for you. Hope you guys have a good Monday. Peace. I'm out of here.